wahala, they happen, wahala don't happen. The report that landed on our desk is this, that the former president of Nigeria, former head of state, Olusegun Obasanjo, stormed the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC Collation Center in Abuja following the delay by the umpire to announce results in Lagos and other parts of Nigeria. The former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, stormed in, showed up with result sheets from the 36 states of the Federation, including Abuja, at the close of the election. It is gathered that INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu and others were shocked when the former president showed up with the results sheet, all signed by party agents across board. Obasanjo showed up just as there are reports that some thugs, according to the report, allegedly appointed by Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu as chairman of parks. You know what we are talking about? We are talking about MC Oluomo and the rest of the Agbero. They said that they invaded INEC Collation Center in Oshodi, holding all of the officers hostage at gunpoint. These are reports. Now, people want to know how Olusegun Obasanjo, not because they do not know how things work in Nigeria, they are looking at it at this. They are looking at this. Should Obasanjo have access to INEC server, INEC database? How was he able to have the password and all of that to access the database? How was he able to have all of this? How was he able to have all of these sheets from the 36 states of the Federation? How did he do it? These are questions on the lips of a lot of people. Of course, you know, if he wants to, he can always have access to it, and he can go around it, he can move around to do all of these things. But is this legal? Is this right? Some might be quick to jump to say yes. He's trying to make sure that nobody rigs the election. And this is what people are saying. Now, with all of this, commotion up and down, that MC Oluomo and his boys ordered that the results must be written in favor of the ruling APC. They said that the disruption in Lagos and the attack on certain individuals who are just simply carrying out their civic duties is something that needs to be looked into. In fact, we are hearing from different corners. They are saying, oh, let them cancel the election. But we know how these things are. Now, how did Obasanjo get these result sheets? Also, there is this news that was dropped by Charlie Boy, and it is still there on his Twitter handle, where he said that Obasanjo intercepted some trucks coming from Chad and Niger and the environs, coming into Nigeria. He stopped them because he said that this election will not be rigged. We will not have those as usual thing where some certain groups of people will just come from Niger, from different parts of Nigeria, put on their age and all of that. They will come into Nigeria to vote and they will get paid and they leave. And this has always been the practice. You see, there is no border in the north of Nigeria, so we cannot even say that the border is porous. Now, people started challenging Obasanjo. They said, what right does he have to block or stop or do whatever it is to any truck coming into Nigeria? Is he the president? But, I do understand that he's not the president, but there is something called concerned citizen, and there is something called citizen arrest. And being that he's a military officer, he could, pull strings around and do what he needs to do. Not because this is right, not because this is legal, but when you have a state of chaos, and he is also a man that we should blame. Why is it that he likes to take action when he is not in control, in charge, when he is not there to make decisions? He had the opportunity to have done the best, to have done the right thing in Nigeria. But unfortunately, he spent all the years of his life in whatever it is that he did in Nigeria without achieving the result. But immediately he leaves, he's ready to write epistle. He's that kind of person who thinks that he knows he has the best. But when they give him the wheel to drive, he begins to drive upside down. But when someone else steps in there, then he wants to see your faults and begin to point out to you and begin to write epistle and begin to do all of these things. This is not right. This is not right. When you have the opportunity to do the right thing, do the right thing when you have the power to do it. Now, looking at all of this, do you know that the government has not debunked this. They've not said, "Oh, it is not true. It is true." They were in trucks coming into Nigeria with strange elements, with strange people coming into Nigeria, so as to boost the votes. They often will say that the north of Nigeria, they have so many population, they are much more than the south. These are wicked criminals coming up with figures that does not match. It doesn't just make sense. Because they can connect to the neighboring countries, they believe that they are all the same. So it is one Nigeria. How can Chad and Niger be Nigeria? This is fraud. Now, so many attacks, and this is not the first time that we've had attacks during the election. So many violence, whenever elections are on, and people are kind of looking at it this way. Who are these people attacking other people? It is still you attacking yourself. Let us be very clear about it. It is still you attacking yourself. Yes, let us agree that they say hunger has been weaponized. Yes, but are you going to think only of your stomach every now and then? Why don't you rearrange that your anger towards those that are oppressing you? Why don't you do it in a way that will get your results at the end of the day? But unfortunately, these people are not interested. They just want that 4,000 naira, and they want to be given opportunity to steal, to kill, and destroy. They want to work for politicians. They want to destroy. They want to steal. That's all they are interested in. And the system itself has given them that opportunity to do so. Look at the children of many of these politicians. You will never find them in Nigeria. They are abroad. They are either back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They only remain in Nigeria just to take from Nigeria. Their children, their family, they are all abroad. Look at Sheyi Tinubu and Bola Ahmed Tinubu's children. You might think it's only Sheyi that he has. No. Look at them. They are abroad. So much money that their life is just upside down. Atiku, the same. They say he has 20 children. You think all of his 20 children are in Nigeria? They're all over the place. They're all over the place. Look at Buhari. His children never schooled abroad before. His children never... Immediately he became president, they went to the UK to school. That's what we are talking about. They upgraded themselves to countries where things work. But their own country is a mess. It's a cesspool. Is a shit hole. That's how they have kept it. Well, let us see how all of this will turn out to be, because as it is right now, the results are still being collected right, left, and center. And I'm very happy that Labour Party, which we know that they are the ones trying to pull to make sure that they stay in. They know that there are heavyweights but Nigerians are deciding now. They don't want the continuation of the same thing. They don't want this Tinubu Buhari of a thing. They don't want a man who did not show empathy, all because he's pushing for his own ambition. When things happen, he didn't show empathy. That's when I realized that Tinubu has lost it. He has lost it. He so much believed in the power of the thugs Agbero, and that he has the reach to the government. And he saw what happened. Buhari crippled him at the last minute. All what Buhari did was to cripple Tinubu, so as not to give him any opportunity, because he knows that they will finally say, "Oh, he's not the person you brought." Look at it. When NSAS happened and all of that, I know that he's not the president. I know he doesn't occupy any political office holder. He's just a citizen like any other person. But we know that, yes, Tinubu has huge fangs inside of Lagos State. And the NSAS thing that happened in Lagos could have happened any other place or whatever it is. But he could have shown empathy in a way that it will not be as if he's attacking the president, his friend, or his enemy, or whatever it is. He would have responded in a way like, "Oh, this is so painful that it's happening. I do understand. I feel with you." Just say, "I'm Jagaban. I did not run anywhere." He was talking in a way like, people felt like, "No, man, you have lost it." And that's the reason why he's struggling at this time to become president. Apart from the internal politics, his party and the presidency. You see? And when the fast-ranting thing happened, people expected him to have spoken. When he got there, yes, I do understand that we cannot tribalize that kidnapping and all of these things. He said, "What about this man, the evil man, Evans? What about him? Is he not a kidnapper? Did kidnapping start from the north of Nigeria? They've been kidnapping in the southeast of Nigeria. That's where majority of this kidnap for ransom for money, apart from rituals, that is all over Nigeria." He said it, but he shouldn't have spoken that way. He had kept certain things to himself. Because many of these people, they do not even have people who will lecture them and teach them what to say. You would have said, "Yes, we are here. It's so sad that this is happening. It's so sad no one should die. Lives are important." That moral of he just spoke anyhow. And he said he wants to be president because he thought he could pay. And that is how he lost it. Apart from health, that is how he lost it. And Peter Obi came in as the game changer. Yes, Peter Obi came in as the game changer. He moved around, and people like Obasanjo, they found a way to back him up. And a lot of you decided to back him up because you're not interested in article. They don't want to articulate anything. They don't want a criminal. They don't want someone who has no idea more than to steal. They don't want that kind of person. They are tired. They are weary. That's why there is this huge turnaround. It is so sad. It is so sad. Well, let us see how all of this will turn out to be. We are seeing results, and it seems somehow Lagos State is for Peter Obi from what we are seeing. But we have other states. But with this new development, with Obasanjo stepping in, moving in and out, back and forth from inec here and there, let us see if this will create the desired result at the end of the day, or it will end up into anarchy. It will become a thing of violence, and that's not what we want. Don't forget to like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I just decided to come up with this quickly so that you can be updated.